What's going on, guys? Ethan with Grace and Grains Woodworks back again on another beautiful fall day. It is finally cool. I can breathe in here. So we are doing a whole lot better. I wanted to build something a little bit different than I typically would build, and that is a trestle coffee table. This is inspired, really Japanese George Nakashima. If you don't know who he is, you have got to check him out. Do a full deep dive. You won't regret it. He's an amazing woodworker. And you guys gotta know who he is. So we tried some new things. I tried some new joinery techniques. I did a lot of hand tools on this one, a lot of hand planing, chiseling, things like that. Really wanted to minimize power tools as much as I could. Of course, I'm not the greatest, so I couldn't. So let's dive in, guys, and see how it goes.
All right, guys, so I wanted to try something a little bit different. Typically, I would pause in between the video to tell you guys what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try some voiceovers. So starting out, we're just jointing the boards for the tabletop. This is red oak. You can see that beautiful grain in there. I really tried to highlight that on the top as well, that you'll see. Ripping it down on the table saw like normal. Again, I always do my face joints. Then I'll edge joint and then take it over to the table saw and rip the other side flush. From here, we're just throwing them on the planer. These planed really, really nice. I was really happy with how they all planed down. Sometimes with red oak, I've noticed it can really chip out, but this was great. Kind of cool. This stuff is all actually from Oklahoma as well, where I'm from. You can see I do my layout, my grain selection, and then I'll draw a triangle so I can line it all back up and make sure it's right. Here we're just gluing up. I use one of these little, basting brushes, brush all my glue on. I've noticed that gives me the best squeeze out and the most even layer. You can see that joint right in the middle. That'll close up nicely right there. So here I'm just adding my cauls. I really like to do this on tabletops that are this size. This was 22 inches by 44, so I wanted to have some even pressure. I added another and some more clamps when it was down on the ground. Now, look at that sunset. It does not get better than that. I love my nights in the shop like this. It is just peaceful. Like I said in the beginning, I really wanted to try more hand tools. So I've got this number 4 here. I'm just going to be cleaning up some of those glue joints. You can see there, I've already scraped all the glue off. I don't want to be hitting that with my irons on my number 4. Here we're just ripping it down. I'm sorry, not ripping it down. We're going to be cutting the edges so they're all flush with each other. I love this little track saw. I'll link it down there in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you guys purchase it, I do get a small commission and appreciate it. So here we are at the miter saw. We're cutting down for the trestle legs. So we've cut it down. I ripped it down on the table saw after, and then now we're just planing them all down to be even with each other. I love this planer. It's an absolute beast. After, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm always going to stack and sticker them for at least a night before doing my glue up. So this is the next day, same thing. As you can see, if you see that I and O on my, that I write out, so that is in and out on the jointer. That is the easiest way. If your jointer is even a little bit out of square, you can do that. Just look up a quick video and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but this is the best way to get those super nice and even glue ups. Coffee break, here we go. So there you saw me just slightly hammering. Just wanted to get those all in line with each other and then scrape the glue. For this table, I wanted to do really round and soft edges, so I wanted a nice profile on there, so cutting it out with a jigsaw, and then I'm going to come back with a router, and this is that Find by Tool bit, that 14 insert helical head. This thing is an absolute beast. So check out my other video review on it. That thing is so cool, and pick one up if you want one. It makes light work of this, and the shavings and the cut quality you get. I mean, this is end grain right here, just to put it in their perspective. So here, I wanted to be able to square up all of those corners and make sure they're all square to each other, but I didn't really have a good way to do it other than gluing them together. So this is Sienna acrylite, also known as CA glue. And so I'm just gonna glue them to each other. I put painter's tape down first, so I can easily pry them apart, but they're sturdy enough to be able to joint them on the router. So I just use cyan acrylite, and then you'll see me add another piece there, and that's what's going to ride against that top bearing on the router. So then I can get a super clean edge on each side, and they're all going to be perfectly even with each other. That was the best way I found to do it. Always got to have your PPE on, especially when sanding. Like this table, this thing took forever. I always am going to scribble all over my tabletops and then sand all the way down to where you can't see those scribbles anymore. It really lets me know when I'm done, when I've sanded somewhere, and it's really just a good visual representation, so your sanding is even. Here, this is going to be the stretcher going from each of the trestle legs. So just ripping it down on the table saw, just jointed it, and then I believe I plane it next. I can't remember if I filmed that though. This stuff had some beautiful spalting in it too, and I tried to highlight that and put that one on top. Hardened thought right here. Not everybody has the math figured out. So I'm doing some half-lap joinery on this one. I'm just roughing it out on the table saw, getting rid of most of that waste. And I'm gonna come back over here. Gotta have a good old cup of joe first thing on a Sunday morning. Just chiseling out, and big thing and recommendation I can make is make your layout lines with a marking knife. One, you can go right up to that line and just have a super crisp line to be able to put the tip of your chisel in. And guys, don't think you need to get it first try. Like, for me, like these were some really good joints, but I mean, they took some time to chisel away and make them pretty. Had a little bit of tear out on there, so all I'm doing is just adding a little bit of glue into that little chip, and then I'm going to put some painter's tape over it and let it dry. So even if you have little issues like that, it's not about not having issues, it's how do you fix them. Everybody makes mess ups. Still just chiseling out here. So for the top, I decided to go with an 1/8 inch round over, and then on the bottom I did I think it was 5/16. I wanted that more pronounced one on the bottom, so it's almost like a shadow line. And it turned out great. I love the way this tabletop came out. I could have taken the router to the trestle legs. I really just wanted to use this little hand plane that I restored. There's another video on that if you guys want to check it out. That was a garage sale find. Now we are at Mr. Tim Minot's shop. This is Twin Cedars Woodworks. We did a tour of his shop actually. And so I'm over there, and we're spraying it down. So he did the trestle base for me. I've never sprayed, finish on. So this was a general finish varnish. This thing turned out beautiful. I'm super happy with this, guys. Let me know if you guys like this voiceover.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes the video. We are done with this table. I had a lot of fun building it. I'm hoping you guys had fun watching it. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got big things coming up. Some new reviews, some tool tips, maybe a holiday gift guide for your local woodworker. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe.